In this tutorial, we will learn how to get the bounding box of a model that may contain a group of submeshes or models using C#. In the Unity Hub, open the Unity project from the previous tutorial. In the Unity editor, let's open the script file from the previous tutorial to add the code for loading the OBJ model to it. Under the project section, open the scripts folder under the assets and double-click the open file script to open it in your code editor. To position our loaded model from the previous tutorials, we will need to find its center. To achieve this, I will create a method that returns the bounding box or bounds of the loaded model. We call the method getBound. This method will take the model game object as a parameter. Then we will define a bounding box representing the 3D boundaries of the model game object. Unity has its own bounds struct to hold such representations. We will create the bounds and assign the model position as the bounds center. And for the size, we will set it to 0 to begin with. The model may contain a list of models or meshes inside. To get the right representation of the parent model boundaries, we will need to go through all its components, get each one bound or boundaries, and combine or encapsulate them to the main bounding box. Each of the child mesh or model will have its own renderer component. Therefore, we can use the getComponentInChildren method to return a list of all children that contain the renderer components in them. We assign the list to a components array named rList. Then we iterate through each renderer component, get its bounding box, and add it to our main bounding box using the encapsulate method. Then we return the combined or final bounding box. Okay, let's save the script file and go back to the Unity editor. In the Unity editor, we will need to assign the cesium subscene and cesium georeference to the public variables we create in the open file script in the previous tutorial. In the hierarchy, select the script's game object to which our open file script is attached to. In the inspector, locate the slot for the cesium subscene in the open file script and drag the cesium subscene game object into it. And locate the slot for the cesium georeference in the open file script and drag the cesium georeference game object into it. Okay, save the project and let's play the app to test it. Let's search for an address where we want to add a model. I will search for Moore Park West. My OBJ file is located in a folder named Models inside my download folder. I will put a link in the description to a model OBJ file that you can use. It is the same one I am using in this tutorial. Click the Open File button. I will navigate to the folder where my OBJ file is located. Then I will double-click the model file to open it. Notice that the model will appear here. Let's orbit around using the mouse and the shift and the WASD key combination on the keyboard. You would notice that the model is missing materials. We will learn how to add default materials in the next tutorial. We will also learn later how to transform the model by moving, scaling, and rotating it. Well done! In these tutorials, we learn how to load an OBJ model into our Unity app or game at runtime using a free Unity asset.